Hello dear students, welcome back in my YouTube channel. Today in this section, I will discuss about an important topic from genetics, that is multiple alleles or multiple allelism. The word allele is a general term to denote the alternative forms of a gene, or we can say contrasting gene pair that denote the alternative forms of a gene is called allele. As per the Mendelian inheritance, a locus of chromosome was occupied by two kinds of genes, that is a normal dominant gene and other its mutant recessive gene. However, it may be possible that normal gene may show many mutations. Thus, the locus will be occupied by normal allele and its two or more mutant genes. Generally, a phenotypic trait of an individual depends on a single pair of genes, each of which occupies a specific locus on homologous chromosome. When three or more allelic forms of a gene occupy the same locus in a given pair of homologous chromosome, they are said to be called multiple alleles, and this phenomena is referred as the multiple allelism. Now the characteristics of multiple alleles. The multiple alleles are always influence the same character or trait. Multiple alleles are situated on homologous chromosomes at the same locus. There is no crossing over between the members of multiple alleles. Crossing over takes place between two different genes only intergeneric recombination and does not occur within a gene, that is intrageneric recombination. Multiple alleles never show complementation with each other. The wild type alleles of a series exhibit dominant character, whereas the mutant type will influence the dominance or an intermediate phenotypic effect. When any two of the mutant multiple alleles are crossed, the phenotype is always mutant type and not the wild type. When any two of the multiple alleles are crossed, the phenotype is of a mutant type and not the wild type. In F2 generation, from such crosses show typical monohybrid ratio for the concerned character. Now, the theories of allelism. Various theories have been put forward to explain the nature of allelism, origin and occurrence. The first theory is point mutation theory. According to this theory, multiple alleles have developed as a result of mutations occurring at same locus but in different directions. Hence, all the different wings length of Drosophila are necessarily the result of mutation which have occurred at the same long normal wings locus in different directions. The next theory is close linkage or positional pseudo-allelism theory. According to this view, the multiple alleles are not the gene mutations at the same locus, but they occupy different loci closely situated in the chromosome. These genes closely linked at different loci are said to as pseudo-alleles and affect the expression of their normal genes, that is position effect. The next theory is heterochromatin theory. Rarely heterochromatin becomes associated with the genes as a result of chromosomal breakage and rearrangement. These heterochromatin particles suppresses the nature of genes in Q due to the position effect. In maize, the position effect are sometimes due to transposition of very minute particles of heterochromatin. Now, the examples of multiple alleles. A lot of examples has been identified from different organisms including plants, animals and human. Here I will take some examples to explain the process of multiple allelism. Now, the first example is self-sterility or self-incompatibility in plants. In plants, multiple alleles have been reported in association with self-sterility or self-incompatibility. Sometimes, bisexual plants produce functional male and female gametes, yet self-pollination does not lead to fertilization and there is no seed setting. The pollen grains may fail to germinate on the stigma, or even if pollen tubes are formed, their growth may be inhibited. Such a condition where pollen grains fail to fertilize ovules of the same plant is known as self-incompatibility or self-sterility. Nicotiana was one of the first plants in which self-sterility was noticed. East and Mangeldorf in 1925 explained the behavior of sterility of genes in Nicotiana for first time. In Nicotiana, the gene controlling incompatibility is designated by capital S gene, and its multiple alleles are represented by a series S1, S2, S3, S4, S5 and so on. Only two alleles are present in the diploid cells of a plant. In the gametophytic self-incompatibility system, pollen grains produced by an S1, S2 plant will have either S1 or S2 allele and are not able to pollinate a pistil with S1, S2 genotype. But if S1 or S2 pollen grains land on an S3, S4 pistil, the fertilization will take place. When crosses were made between different S1 and S2 plants, the pollen tube did not develop normally, but effective pollen tube development was observed when crossing was made with other than S1, S2, for example, S3, S4 type. When a cross between S1, S2 and S3, S4 was made, all the pollens were effective and four kinds of progeny resulted as S1, S3, S1, S4, S2, S3 and S2, S4. Thus, if the male parent has the genotype S1, S2, it would be incompatible with plants having S1, S2, S1, S4, S1, S5, S2, S3, S2, S4, S2, S5 genotypes, but would be compatible with S3, S4, S3, S5, S4, S5 plants. Now, we will understand the self-incompatibility or sterility in relation to its genotype in tobacco plants with the help of this table. When a male parent having the genotype S1, S2 will crossed with the female parents having the genotype S1, S2, it will be incompatible and unable to fertilize it. Whereas, when the S1, S2 male parent crossed with the female parents having the genotype S2, S3 and S3, S4, it will be compatible and will fertilize. Further, when we will crossed a male parent having S2, S3 alleles with the female parents of S1, S2 alleles will produce two types of genotype, that is S3, S2 and S3, S1. While as when S2, S3 male parent will crossed with the S2, S3 female parent, it will be again self-incompatible or self-sterile. Similarly, when S3, S4 male parent will crossed with S3 S4 female parent, it will be again self-sterile. Thus we can conclude that if the pollen grains and stigma contain same set or pair of alleles, they will always be self-incompatible or self-sterile. In this way, the self-incompatibility or self-sterility in Nicotiana plant is controlled by a series of capital S alleles which show a multiple allelism. Now, the next example of multiple allelism is sex determination in Carica papaya. The sex chromosome in papaya are 2n equal to 36. Papaya has 17 pairs of autosomes and 1 pair of sex chromosomes. The male papaya plant have XY chromosomes and female plant have of XX chromosomes. These sex chromosomes are functionally distinct because the Y chromosome carries the genes for male organ development and the X bears the female organ developmental genes. In papaya, sex determination is controlled by 3 alleles. They are small m, capital M1 and capital M2 of a single gene. The small m alleles in homozygous recessive condition restrict the maleness and thus produce the female plants. The heterozygous condition of capital M1 and small m alleles induces the maleness and produce the male plants. The combination of capital M2 and small m alleles in heterozygous conditions induces both sex, thus produce bisexual plants. Whereas in the homozygous and heterozygous dominant conditions, that is, the combinations of capital M1, capital M1, capital M2 and capital M1, capital M2 alleles restrict the both sexes in the plant of papaya and thus produce the sterile plants. Now, the third example of multiple allelism is blood groups in human. Blood groups was reported by Karl Landsteiner in 1900 and he is regarded as the father of blood groups. Humans have been classified into 4 blood groups, namely A, B, AB and O by means of the agglutination test. 2 types of proteins are found in human blood. The first one is antigens or agglutinogen. The glycoprotein present on the surface of RBCs called corpuscle factors. The second one is antibody or agglutinin. The gamma globulin present in the blood plasma called the plasma factor. The O blood group is called universal donor as it has no antigen and can donate its blood to any person. While as on the other hand, the blood group AB is universal recipient as it has no antibody in their blood plasma. The detection of A, B, AB and O blood type in humans determined by multiple alleles, that is a series of 3 allelic genes, namely IA, IB and small I. For simplicity, we can call these alleles A for IA, B for IB and O for I allele. IA and IB both alleles are codominant in nature, while as the third allele I is the recessive in nature. Now, from this table, we can notice the blood typing phenotypes along with their genotypes. when the both codominant alleles IA and IB come together and yields the AB blood group, while in homozygous condition such as IA and IB they yields blood groups A and B respectively, whereas the third allele small I, which is recessive in nature, in homozygous condition small I yields the O blood group. Thus, the number of possible phenotypes depends on the dominance relationship between these three alleles. Now, we will try to understand the inheritance of ABO blood system in human. Although 3 alleles are present in a population and each individual only gets 2 of the alleles from their parents, these alleles produces both the genotype and phenotype of blood. Thus, there are 6 different genotypes and 4 phenotypes produced in blood system of human. Now focus on the diagram. When a female having IA allele crossed with a male having IA alleles, the offspring will have the genotype IA with the phenotype A blood group. In next case, when a female having IA alleles crossed with a male having IB allele will produce a child with IB genotype, and the blood group of the child will be AB due to the codominance of both alleles IA and IB. When a female having IA alleles crossed with a male having I allele, then the offspring will be produced with I genotype and the blood group will be A. When both parents having IB alleles crossed with each other, the offspring will have the IB genotype with the B blood group. When out of 2 parents, one has IB allele and second has small I allele, in this case the offspring will have the genotype IBI with the phenotype B blood group. When both parents having small I alleles, in this condition the offsprings will have the O type of blood group with small I genotype, as the small I alleles is recessive in nature and it can only express itself only in homozygous condition. Thus, we can say the blood groups are inherited from both parents. The ABO blood type is controlled by a single gene, that is ABO gene, with its 3 types of alleles, namely IA, IB and small I. Now, the next example of multiple allelism is wings of Drosophila. The Drosophila is commonly known as fruit fly. In Drosophila, wings are normally long. There occurred 2 mutations at the same locus in different flies, one causing vestigial or reduced wings and other mutation causing antlered or less developed wings. Both vestigial and antlered are alleles of the same normal gene and also of each other and are recessive to the normal genes. The next example is coat color in rabbit. The color of the skin in rabbits is influenced by a series of multiple alleles. The normal color of the skin is brown. Besides it, there are white races called albino and Himalayan as the mutant races. The Himalayan is similar to albino but has darker nose, ear, feet and tail. The mutant genes albino A and Himalayan AH occupy the same locus and are allelic. both albino and Himalayan are recessive to their normal alleles, that is denoted by plus. Thus, finally we can conclude that the state of having more than two alternative contrasting characters controlled by multiple alleles at a single genetic locus. This phenomena is referred as multiple allelism. This is all about the multiple alleles and multiple allelism. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe the channel for new updates.